Hello and welcome to this commentary video on our new Apollo Advanced service. My name's Lewis Reedman and I'm a Senior Learning Experience Manager. With Apollo Advanced, our students study twice a week in class as usual, but are supplemented with a 20-minute one-to-one class with a teacher or a teacher assistant. Before we get into the video, I want to explain a bit more about why we chose a 20-minute session for our Apollo Advanced program. Some parents may think this is too short a time to accomplish any meaningful learning, and I'd like to address that directly to begin with. Firstly, this is a one-to-one session, so our students get as much attention and chance to interact directly with the teacher as they would in a much longer multi-student class. Also, when learning online, students' focus and concentration tends to be much shorter. With our previous expertise in teaching online, we found 20 minutes to be a real sweet spot in terms of keeping our students motivated and on task. With Apollo Advanced, each lesson is targeted to the precise areas of help that each student needs. That means we don't waste any time teaching what they already know, but instead use our knowledge of how they performed in class and a particular diagnostic methodology to hone in on any particular areas of the lesson that they struggled with. This could be a particular grammar point, vocabulary, or pronunciation. Don't take my word for it though. Please stick around as we experience a real Apollo Advanced lesson together so you can see that 20 minutes one-to-one online can be a really useful amount of time to do precision learning on the areas that a student needs. Today we'll be watching Candy, a primary 4C student who is studying with teacher Kenzie. This is focusing on teaching critical thinking vocabulary around cause and effect that they studied in class earlier in the week, as well as relative clauses. Let's jump in and start the lesson.
Hey, hi Candy, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, good. How was your week this week?
Great.
It was great? What was great about it?
I didn't know.
You don't know? Okay. Did you read any Oxford Reading Club stories?
No?
No? Why not? Don't know either. That's okay. This week though, try and read some. I want to hear about them. I want to see if you like them. Okay?
Kenzie starts with a couple of greeting questions and asks Candy about the Oxford Reading Club app that all our primary and secondary students get access to. It has over 900 books at a variety of levels with interactive games and follow-up activities. If, like Candy, the student hasn't used the app, we will contact a parent to encourage them to help their child enjoy all the benefits of reading in English. Kenzie uses the icons to remind Candy about the rules for the class. This also includes digital checks that she has the headphones and mouse needed. All parents get a full induction on how to access the Alex sessions when they sign up, and the customer service officer is always available to deal with any tech issues.
All right. Well, let's get started. Okay, let's go over the rules just one more time.
Listen. Speak English.
Good.
Sit nicely. Wear headphones.
Excellent job. And Candy, do you have a mouse today that you can use with your computer?
This first section is a review of the general topic of the lesson to set the context for more detailed language work later. In this case, it's about the future 4C's skills of collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking.
Okay, so let's warm up. Can you give examples of when you do these things in school? Let's start with this one. What is this?
Idea.
What does this say?
Creative thinking.
Good. When do you use creative thinking at school?
In math.
Okay, all right. What is creative about math?
Apollo Advanced lessons follow a test, teach, test approach. This methodology involves setting a small task at the beginning to assess what areas of weakness the student has. The teacher uses this information to focus on the particular help the individual student needs in the teach phase. Kenzie won't support Candy on these tasks, so she can really see what she can do. I wonder how Candy will get on.
Well, we're going to communicate more. We're going to try to remember some of your vocabulary from this week, okay? All right. Can you move the words to match the definition for me, please? And can you help me complete the missing words on this slide? What are we talking about here?
A nurse is someone who works in a hospital and a doctor.
Okay, good.
Now Candy has tried hard on the first tasks and shown she knows some of the vocabulary and grammar she studied. However, there are a few areas that Kenzie has identified for her to focus on in the next teaching stage, where she'll get more assisted practice.
This is a very challenging one. But first, let's talk about cause and effect. Okay, remember the dominoes? When one falls, the other one falls? Remember?
Yes.
Okay, can you describe another example of cause and effect?
When we help someone, when we help everybody, they help me again and they love me.
All right, very good. That's a perfect example. That's so nice. Excellent. All right, Candy, good. You've been speaking English and paying attention. So the effect is that you get a star. Well done.
Teachers can give up to 5 stars per lesson to help reinforce and reward positive behaviour and participation. It helps to keep students engaged and motivated to study online. Good job, Candy.
So we're going to read a little story here, okay? It's called Once Upon a Time. Okay? What was Peter Parrot's problem? Can you read this first paragraph here, please?
Peter Parrot loved learning. He was very proud of himself. He remembered and pretended everything he heard all day long.
Good. What did he say?
Easy and the best.
The truth comes out.
The truth was that Peter Parrot sounded very clever, but he really had no idea what he was talking about.
Peter Parrot's teacher.
There was only one solution. I will question everything with more and learn how to think.
Good. So how has Peter Parrot changed the way he thinks?
I know what I don't know. I know what I don't know. Peter Parrot was very excited. So much to think about, so many questions.
Good. And what do we call this way of thinking?
Critical thinking.
Excellent. Good. It's critical thinking. All right. You did some great reading and you were speaking English the whole time, so there's a star for you.
Kenzie uses a story about the parrot to help Candy to really understand what critical thinking is. We want students to understand and apply these concepts, not just be a parrot. Halfway through the lesson, we have a brain break, a chance to be active, move around and exercise the body as well as the mind. This helps to refocus students for the second half.
We're about halfway through, Candy, so it's time for our brain break. Okay. Can you stand up and spin around twice? Okay, I'll do it with you. Stand up, spin around. Okay, good. Now touch your toes.
Yep.
Okay, good. Then sit down.
Now Kenzie will help Candy to improve her relative clauses by doing a gap fill about fake news. This is also a topic that fits in well with the critical thinking topic and not trusting everything you read online.
So we have a paragraph here about fake news. Can you help me fill in the blanks with the correct words?
Okay. Fake news is something fake news is something which everyone is talking about these days. Which questions to ask?
Amazing job, really well done, good. You were working really hard on that, so you're going to get another star. Okay, well done.
Whew, that was tough. Candy definitely deserved her star. We tried to build lots of fun games and activities into each Apollo Advanced lesson. In this last section of the teaching phase, Candy and Kenzie will play a definitions game. This is a great way to naturally use relative pronouns like which.
We're going to use which to talk about things and what they do, okay? So you're going to think of a definition for one of these words, but you're just going to say the definition. You're not going to tell me what it is. So for example, this is a thing which you use to cut paper. What am I talking about?
Scissors.
Good, okay, perfect. Now can you make a different definition about one of these pictures using which?
This is thinking which helps you to have some idea.
Okay. Are you talking about critical thinking?
Yes.
All right, good, perfect.
Looks like Candy's brother was getting a bit jealous. The last section of our advanced class is called One More Time, and it's the final test of our test, teach, test approach. It's a chance to revisit the first task or something similar and hopefully check that there's been some progress.
Okay, we have a few more minutes for a few last activities, okay? We're going to fill out the crossword puzzle, okay? So I'm going to help you. It's a little bit tricky with making the letters fit, so I'll help you. But number one, what do you think number one is?
Across or down?
One across.
Asking the right questions and critical thinking.
Good. How do you spell critical thinking?
C-R-I-T-I-C-A-L.
Good, good. Okay, all right. Okay, and then just one sentence here. Okay, can you use which to talk about a candle?
A candle is something which people use to have lights on the birthday cake.
Okay, very good. Excellent. That's a perfect sentence. All right, so we are all out of time for today, but you did an excellent job remembering your vocabulary and using which to describe things, okay? So I'm going to give you all 5 stars. Can I get a high five? All right, very good, okay? Make sure you have time this week to read your Oxford Reading Club books. I want to know about them next time, okay?
Bye.
Bye. See you, Candy. Good job today.
Okay, that crossword was tough, but Candy made excellent progress on her use of which and seemed much more confident with the vocabulary as well. At the end of the lesson, Kenzie gives out more stars. These are recorded on the My Alex app, which gives an update to our parents along with a teacher comment immediately after class. We always remind the students to use our reading app at the end so the teacher can hear more the next week. I hope you enjoyed this real Apollo Advanced class today. I think Kenzie and Candy did a great job. All our students from kindergarten to secondary could benefit from this level of individual attention and help them accelerate their learning. Adapting to learning digitally has been something we've all had to deal with, but at Apollo we truly believe that digital literacy is a crucial life skill. So ask your local Apollo Centre about an advanced course today.